morning. Can you hear me there at the jail? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe, and you're all here this morning for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with, and that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you are arrested on a new charge or a warrant. Either way, you were given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. I will also determine this morning whether you'd like to represent yourself, whether you'll be hiring a private counsel, or whether you would like me to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. You are entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call yet, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. Anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath.
Raise your right hand.
Solemnly swear or affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, go ahead and put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward to the podium. Amanda Cooper. Amanda, can I have your date of birth?
2674.
Okay. You are here today because you were arrested on a warrant signed by me on April 20th, indicating a charge of aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer. The bond is currently $10,000. Grand theft auto, the bond is currently $2,000. Fleeing to elude police officer, the bond is currently $10,000. And knowingly driveway license is suspended or revoked, the bond is $1,000. I did find probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want me to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State, are we looking at a prior record?
Yes, Your Honor. There is, looks like there was a charge out of Orange County in 2016 that does not have a disposition. It's a felony drug possession as well as paraphernalia. In 2015, there was a violation of probation off of 2014 cases, cultivating or producing cannabis, possession over 20 grams, and possession of paraphernalia, as well as 1993 out of Daytona, obtaining Florida ID by fraud.
Okay. Ms. Cooper, do you have an address here in Hernando County?
No, I don't live.
What county do you live in?
I really don't live anywhere.
Okay. Do you have a job?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to keep the bond on count 1 at $10,000. Count 2 is going to remain at $2,000. Count 3 is going to be $5,000, and count 4 is going to be $500. And we're going to see you back to court on May 29th. Someone from the Public Defender's Office will be out to see you shortly, okay? And that's May 29th at 1:15 in the afternoon. Leah Gray. Ms. Gray, can I have your date of birth?
October 17, 1983.
You are here today for a burglary of a dwelling and a grand theft. I did find probable cause for both of those. Do you want me to appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State, do we have a prior record?
Yes, out of Sumter County in May of last year, there was a petty theft and resisting a merchant. There's no disposition listed on those. In, 2015, she had a violation of probation out of Pasco County, and those were on the dealing in stolen property, possession of meth, and possession of paraphernalia. There was, and those were 2015 cases, or 2014, excuse me. There's also a 2011 misdemeanor marijuana charge out of Pasco County. 2010, there was a Pasco County driving on a suspended license. She does have charges from other jurisdictions. Looks like Rhode Island, possibly. There's no disposition listed on from 2006, 2008. They're misdemeanor charges. And that's all I show.
Okay. Ms. Gray, do you have an address here in Hernando County?
No, ma'am, I live in Pasco.
Okay. Do you have an address in Pasco County?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that address?
38331 State Road 575, Dade City, Florida.
What's the zip there?
Since 2008.
Okay. What's the zip code?
33523, sorry.
And you've lived there since 2008?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have a job?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I'm going to keep the bond count number 1 $10,000, count number 2 at $2,000. And we're going to see you back to court on May 29th at 1:15 in the afternoon.
Thank you.
Michelle Sutton. Is there an offer for Ms. Sutton's case? Does she have a prior record? I'll figure it out.
She does. Let's see. She has a forged bill and grand theft in 2011, a controlled substance and marijuana in 2010, controlled substance and possession of a medicinal drug without prescription in 2008, 2007 DWSR, 2006 DWSR. And
All right, Ms. Sutton, can I have your date of birth?
4872.
Okay, you're here this morning because you failed to appear on a possession of paraphernalia charge in front of Judge Hitzman back on April 6th. So I did find probable cause for your arrest. If you want to resolve your case here today, you can do 20 days from Hernando County Jail, and I give credit for the 2 days that you have in. Do you want to go ahead and take care of that today?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you understand by taking a plea on this case today that you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to confront witnesses against you, giving up your right to call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. You're going to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, please.
Okay. With regard to this possession of paraphernalia charge, how do you plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
I accept your plea of no contest. I find it's freely and voluntarily entered. I adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 20 days in the Hernando County Jail. I give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You'll have fines and court costs. Is it $533? Yes, $533. And you'll have the cost of incarceration assessed against you. So when you do get out, you want to make your way down to the clerk of court and make payment arrangements for all of those things, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Courtney Wilson. Ms. Wilson, can I have your date of birth?
February 1591.
All right. You are here this morning for a violation of probation on 2 different case numbers in front of Judge Toner. I did find probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want me to appoint the public defender's office?
No, I can lawyer.
Okay, who's your lawyer?
My sister is handling that now.
Your sister's going to be hiring somebody? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I will not appoint the public defender at this time. There's no bond on each of those, and we're going to set each of these on May 21st at 8:30 in the morning. We'll see you back to court then.
Oh, thank you.
Sean Algieri. Can I have your date of birth?
7/13/1970.
Okay. You are here today for a grand theft. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State to his prior record.
yes, Your Honor. In fact, he's on probation in 2018 MM760. He was sentenced on March 14th of 2018. And that was for, looks like, for driving on a suspended license. In 2015, he previously violated his probation on there's several charges that don't have disposition, so I can't tell if there was it looks like in 2013 there was a grand theft of a motor vehicle, 2014 battery, 2015 grand theft, that looks like that was dropped. So it looks like that might be on the battery, the violation of probation. 2009, there is a battery by strangulation, a false imprisonment, and 2008, a possession of a controlled substance without prescription appears to be cocaine in that case. He does have charges out of Massachusetts. It's unclear what the disposition were those. Those were from 1995, 2004, 2005, 2007, various misdemeanors as well as felony charges on all of those.
Okay. All right. Nettie, do you have any information on his violation? Did he do anything?
We're going to do one today.
I know. Do you know if he ever got his driver's license back?
We have one down for petty theft, so I'm not sure
okay.
what the driving on suspect
All right.
was.
I must have misunderstood that.
I might have misread it, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so I have an address for you on Mustang Drive in Dade City. Is that where you live?
No, I live in Spring Hill.
Okay, what's the address?
13171 Thrush Street.
13171.
Thrush.
Okay, where's that? Spring Hill?
Yeah, Spring
What's
Hill.
the zip?
34608.
Okay. Do you have a job?
No, ma'am.
All right, well, here's the deal. I'm going to give you a bond in this case, but it looks like you have a violation of probation warrant coming down the pike. It's going to be sometime in the next couple days. That will have no bond on it, and you'll be held on that case. And you'll lose the money for the bond that you put down on this case if you do decide to bond out. So that's a financial decision that you need to make, but it's, I would say that you'd be wasting your money if you bonded out on this. I'm going to set your bond at $6,000. We're going to see you back in court on May 29th at 1:15. I'll probably see you back in the next couple days for the, once you get served with the violation of probation on the misdemeanor case, okay?
Okay.
All right. Scott Denoho. Scott, can I have your date of birth?
5/21/70.
All right, you were here this morning for a burglary of a structure. I did find probable cause for your arrest. Do you want me to appoint the public defender's office?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office, state prior record.
Yes, Your Honor. In March of this year, there was some type of contempt of court. Doesn't have any kind of disposition. That was here in Hernando County. 2014 violation of probation. 2013 driving on a suspended license. Looks like another 2013 felony driving on a suspended. 2010 violation of probation. 2010 we have another possession of controlled substance, possession of marijuana, possession of paraphernalia. 2008 driving on a suspended license. 2006 shows VOP on a DUI and marijuana. 2005, a failure to appear in a VOP. 2005, another VOP. 2005, a resisting arrest without violence. 2001, failure to appear. He also has charges from other states. Looks like there's an Illinois from 1991 through 2011. There's no dispositions listed on those charges. Michigan, there is a possession of marijuana, synthetic marijuana, it looks like. That's from 1988. Also, from 1988, a disorderly conduct or disturbing the peace. So, I think
Okay. Scott, do you have an address here in Spring Hill?
Yeah.
What's your address?
135 Horizon Drive.
What's the zip code? You don't know?
09.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
Toll pool.
Okay. All right, we're going to keep the bond at $25,000. We're going to see you back to court May 29th at 1:15. Someone from the public defender's office will be out to see you soon, okay? Kenneth Revel. Mr. Revel, can I have your date of birth?
February 13th, 1977.
All right. You're here today for 2 counts of possession of marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving while your license is suspended or revoked. Okay. I did find probable cause for your arrest in all of these. Do you want me to appoint the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State for the record.
Yes, Your Honor. In 2017, he has a grand theft. 2 of those, or sorry, 3 of those. It looks like those were out of Pinellas. In 2015, a disorderly conduct. He was in DOC in 2009, and 2008, he had a resisting arrest without violence. Grand theft in 2007. 2007, more grand thefts. Looks like 3 of them. In 2002, he was in DOC. He had a obstruction charge from 2002. 2000, I'm sorry, those were dismissed, but 1997, he was in custody in DOC.
Okay. All right, Mr. Rebel, I have an address for you on 15th South Street in Gulfport, Florida. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
About 3 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a cook / dishwasher at my Gia Gourmet out in Gulfport.
Okie dokie. All right, I'm going to set your bond at count 1 at $4,000. Count number 2 is $2,000. Count number 3 is $2,000. Count number 4 is $4,000. I've appointed the public defender's office. Let's see you back to court May 29th at 1:15.
There's 4 counts.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Enrique Bedell?
So, does that mean the ball went up?
Yes,
That'd be
that's
my
what that
bond.
means.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Enrique Bedell? Can I have your date of birth?
12/31/1959.
You are here for a failure to appear out of some charges out of Broward County. It looks like it's a
Yes,
trafficking, possession of cocaine, and possession of marijuana. They want you held no bond on that, and they want to come get you. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold you no bond on all 3 of those, and they're going to come get you within the next 5 days. If for some reason they don't come get you within the next 5 days, they'll bring you back in front of me, and we'll figure out what the holdup is, okay? When you get to Broward, you can ask for a court date and an attorney to represent you there, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck. Daniel Laundry.
Judge, Mr. Barrett here on behalf of Mr. Laundrie at the docket 18 CT 589. It's a M1 driving on a suspended. Currently the case is in capious status. I've spoken with Mr. Laundrie. He's asking the court to withdraw the capious. He's indicated he'll have a driver's license by the end of this month.
Why is it in capious status? Is it a warrant or is it?
Yes, he failed
Failed to appear back April 3rd, it appears, or April 2nd.
He was in custody in another county at the time,
What county?
Hillsborough County,
For what?
for some other driving charges.
Okay. And you think you can get your driver's license back, Mr. Laundrie?
For sure, yeah.
What do you need to do to get your driver's license back?
All I have to do is pay a fine of $420 right now to Hillsborough County. I paid all my fines here, which was only one, but it's mainly of financial responsibility or insurance that not expired, so now just one more ticket.
Okay. How long do you think it's going to take you to pay that?
It'll take me, I told my lawyer it'd take me a couple of weeks, but I was sure by the end of this month it'd be okay.
By the end of next month?
No, this month.
By the end of this month. Okay. So if I had you come back to court May 29th, you'd have a driver's license back then?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
You're sure?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to hold you to it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you're going to be in court?
Yes, Your Honor.
What time is court?
8:30.
That's a good answer. Okay. It's at 9, but you can be here at 8:30. Okay, so we'll have you, we'll draw the capious in that case. We'll have you come back May 29th. Court's at 9. If you're not here at 9, we're going to have a problem. Okay?
Yes,
And
Your
I'll see you back then with your driver's license.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay?
Yes.
Hold on a second, sir. You have to sign.